In a small town nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there was a high school known for its exceptional basketball team. This team, the Riverdale Raptors, had a reputation for their individual star players who could shoot three-pointers with ease and make dazzling dunks. But despite their talent, they hadn't won a championship in years. The Raptors coach, Mr. Thompson, was determined to change this. He believed that the key to winning wasn't just about individual skills, but about teamwork. He saw potential in the players if only they could learn to work together. One Monday afternoon, after yet another disappointing loss, Coach Thompson gathered the team in the locker room. He looked at each player, his eyes filled with determination. "Guys," he began, "talent alone isn't enough. We have to play as a team. Trust each other. Support each other. That's the only way we'll win." The players exchanged doubtful glances. They were used to relying on their individual skills, but seeing the conviction in their coach's eyes, they decided to give his approach a try. Coach Thompson began implementing new drills focused on passing, communication, and trust. At first, it was a struggle. The players were frustrated and felt out of sync, but slowly, they started to see improvements. They began to understand each other's movements and anticipate each other's actions on the court. One day, during a particularly intense practice, the team faced a crucial moment. They were down by 2 points with only seconds left on the clock. Instead of relying on their star player to take the final shot, they worked together. Jake, the point guard, passed the ball to Sam, who faked a shot and passed it to Mike, who was perfectly positioned to score. Mike made the shot, and they won the practice game. The locker room erupted in cheers. For the first time, they had experienced the true power of teamwork. As the season progressed, the Raptors transformed. They began winning games, not because of individual brilliance, but because of their collective effort. They communicated more, supported each other, and played with a unity that surprised even their toughest opponents. One particularly memorable game was against their arch-rivals, the Maplewood Mavericks. The Mavericks had always been a formidable team, known for their aggressive style of play and star player, Tom. The Raptors had lost to them in the previous season, and this game was their chance for redemption. The game was intense from the start. The Raptors, now well-versed in teamwork, moved the ball effortlessly, making strategic passes and setting up plays. But the Mavericks were tough, and the game was neck and neck. Every point was hard-fought, and the tension in the gym was palpable. In the final quarter, with only a minute left on the clock, the Raptors were down by 3 points. Coach Thompson called a timeout. He gathered his team and said, "This is where we show what we've learned. Trust each other. Play as a team. We've got this." Back on the court, the Raptors executed their plan flawlessly. They passed the ball with precision, moving as a single unit. With just seconds remaining, Jake made a quick pass to Sam, who then threw the ball to Mike. Mike, instead of taking the shot, passed it to Ethan, who was wide open. Ethan scored a three-pointer just as the buzzer sounded, tying the game and sending it into overtime. In overtime, the Raptors' teamwork shone even brighter. They played with a calm confidence, knowing they had the support of their teammates. They outscored the Mavericks, winning the game and securing their place in the championship. The season culminated in the championship game. The Raptors faced the Hilltop Hawks, who had defeated them in the past. The game was intense, with both teams showcasing their best skills. With only a minute left on the clock, the score was tied. Coach Thompson called a timeout. He looked at his team and said, "This is it. Remember, we play as one." Back on the court, the Raptors executed their plan flawlessly. They passed the ball with precision, moving as a single unit. With just seconds remaining, Jake made a quick pass to Sam, who then threw the ball to Mike. Mike, instead of taking the shot, passed it to Ethan, who was wide open. Ethan scored just as the buzzer sounded. The crowd went wild. The Raptors had won the championship. In the locker room, amid the celebrations, Coach Thompson gathered the team. "You did it," he said, beaming with pride, "not because of one player, but because of all of you. This victory is a testament to the power of teamwork." The Riverdale Raptors had learned a valuable lesson that season. They realized that while individual talent is important, the true strength of a team lies in its ability to work together. Their journey to the championship was a testament to the power of teamwork, and it was a lesson they would carry with them for the rest of their lives. After the celebration in the locker room, the Raptors' story began to spread throughout the town. People admired how a team, once fractured by individual egos, had united to achieve something great. The story of the Raptors became an inspiration, not just for other sports teams, but for everyone in the community. Coach Thompson continued to emphasize the importance of teamwork in every practice. He introduced various activities that were not just about basketball but about building trust and camaraderie. One of his favorite exercises was the trust fall, where a player would fall backward, relying on their teammates to catch them. This simple yet powerful exercise reinforced the idea that they could rely on one another. The Raptors also began volunteering together, helping out in the community. They organized charity events, cleaned up parks, and even tutored younger students. Through these activities, they strengthened their bonds and learned the value of giving back. The community, in turn, supported the Raptors even more, coming to their games and cheering them on with unmatched enthusiasm. One day, a local journalist visited one of their practices to write a feature on the team. She interviewed Coach Thompson and the players, asking them about their journey. Coach Thompson, with a proud smile, said, "The real victory isn't the championship trophy, it's the transformation we've seen in these young men. They've learned to value each other, to work together, and to understand that together, they can achieve anything. Jake, the point guard, shared his thoughts. I used to think that being the best meant doing everything myself, but now I know that being the best means making those around you better. We've become a family, and that's something I'll carry with me forever. The feature article was published in the local newspaper and shared widely on social media. It resonated with many, highlighting the power of teamwork in achieving success. The Raptors' story was even picked up by regional news, and soon, the team found themselves receiving letters of encouragement and praise from people they had never met. As the next season approached, the Raptors faced new challenges. They had lost some senior players to graduation and welcomed new members to the team. Coach Thompson saw this as another opportunity to teach the value of teamwork. The senior players, now veterans of the championship journey, took the newcomers under their wings, mentoring them and showing them the ropes. In one particularly challenging game, the Raptors were down by 10 points at halftime. The team was frustrated, and doubts began to creep in. During the halftime break, Coach Thompson gathered the team and said, "Remember why we are here. Remember what we've learned. We win together, we lose together, but we never stop supporting each other." The second half of the game saw a different Raptors team on the court. They played with renewed energy, communicating and passing with precision. The new players stepped up, supported by the veterans, and the team slowly chipped away at the lead. In the final minutes, they took the lead and won the game. After the game, Coach Thompson praised the team. "It's not just about the wins," he said, "but about how we handle the challenges. Today, you showed what it means to be a team." The Raptors continued to grow, both as players and as individuals. They faced many ups and downs, but their bond only strengthened. Each game, each practice, and each challenge reinforced the lesson that Coach Thompson had taught them: the power of teamwork is unstoppable. Years later, as the former Raptors players went off to college, started careers, and built their own lives, they carried with them the lessons learned on that basketball court. Many of them stayed in touch, supporting each other in their new endeavors. They knew that the power of teamwork extended beyond the court and into every aspect of life. The Riverdale Raptors story became a legend in the town, a symbol of what could be achieved when people worked together. And Coach Thompson, with a heart full of pride, continued to mentor new generations, always emphasizing the incredible power of teamwork. Years passed, and the legacy of the Raptors lived on. Coach Thompson eventually retired, but his influence on the town and the team endured. He often attended games, a beloved figure who had shaped not just athletes, but well-rounded, compassionate individuals. The Raptors alumni often visited, sharing their experiences and reinforcing the lessons of teamwork to the new players. The town of Riverdale continued to thrive, its spirit of community and teamwork stronger than ever. The Raptors' story was a cornerstone of local culture, a reminder that no matter the challenge, unity and cooperation could overcome anything. And so, the power of teamwork, once a lesson on a basketball court, became a guiding principle for an entire community, proving that together, truly, anything is possible.